Tracks on deck, we on a mighty mission. We striving for that cash, we trying to make a living. In and out the booth, we chase smooth and young bride. We the realest cats out, on the beats we go harder. Tracks on deck, we on a mighty mission. We striving for that cash, we trying to make a living. In and out the booth, we chase smooth and young bride. We the realest cats out, on the beats we go harder. You should already know, you already know. 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 It's the remix.
My favorite just stack, I get it in. Built to reach the top, preparing me for the win. Never missing my blessing, although I live through the sin. Rough fam on a mission, so fuck it, I'm going in. Get me the track and I promise this shit light. Haters go back my sound, cause my vocals sound tight. Pushing away, they say there's something wrong with either way. Nigga, you all bought with no teeth, you can't fight. That's right, my flow nice, so labels won't pay the price. Leaving your chick around me, oh, she threw on one night. Live up to your potential, ain't no second chance in life. Never go on it twice, so if I do it right. My pride, I can't lie, my soul is stay on fire. Off the bench ready, and I'm screaming game time. Jay Smooth and Lizzie Nail, put the king on the track. I started in every wax, my records keep going black.
Tracks on deck, we on a mighty mission. We striving for that cash, we trying to make a living. In and out the booth, we chase smooth and young bride. We the realest cats out, on the beats we go harder. Tracks on deck, we on a mighty mission. We striving for that cash, we trying to make a living. In and out the booth, we chase smooth and young bride. We the realest cats out, on the beats we go harder. You should already know, you already know. You should already know, you already know. You should already know, you already know. You should already know, on the beats we already know. You should already know about that lifestyle I'm living. I'm aiming for success, so I'm focused on the business. In and out the lab like a chemist experimenting. I do what I does, so the squad's in the building. Shout out Jay Smooth, and because of Young Bribe. If it wasn't for the bars, we probably wouldn't be this far. Seeking the bright lights, CIP steady rocking. Haters stay mad, let them hate, I keep that Glock on me. I know this for a fact, when our time is up, we gon' blow up all these lames like we terrorists or something. Just trying to be on top, to wear the crown in this game. Izzy now, you already know, the remix is off the chain. Tracks on deck, we on a mighty mission. We striving for that cash, we trying to make a living. In and out the booth, we chase smooth and young bride. We the realest cats out, on the beats we go harder. Tracks on deck, we on a mighty mission. We striving for that cash, we trying to make a living. In and out the booth, we chase smooth and young bride. We the realest cats out, on the beats we go harder. You should already know, you already know. 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 It's the remix.
You already know who the fucking best is. Young and I'm reckless. I be stacking bricks, but I ain't playing Tetris. Serving up that heat like a motherfucking waitress. Back to the basics. Dumb motherfuckers swear they stuck in a matrix. All white gold got a nigga looking racist. Waiting on that deal, but a nigga out of patience. Flow tight, nice, they ain't even gotta sign me. I be getting green poison ivy. Standards too high, you can't stand right beside me. Shine so bright that the clouds try and hide me. God on my side, so approach me politely.
Tracks on deck, we on a mighty mission. We striving for that cash, we trying to make a living. In and out the booth, we chase smooth and young bride. We the realest cats out, on the beats we go harder. Tracks on deck, we on a mighty mission.
What up? What's up, everybody? Good morning. We are back Thursday morning. BestBotTheory. This is where I get to bullshit with you guys for like an hour or so. Today's episode, we are going to be really discussing some of the shit I've been seeing on Twitter. I was like completely, outside of a couple of shadow tweets, I was completely away from like Twitter, I think over the last like 24 to like 48 hours. But I did see a lot of stuff. Like I'll scroll through without saying anything. I know there was a lot of talk on the Outerworlds. People were flipping out about that, so we're going to discuss that. We're going to be talking about the Xcloud beta that everybody just seems to is very polarizing right now. And I seen a lot of this PS5 being more powerful than the Scarlet. You guys are going to have to inform me on that, because I really don't understand where people are getting this information from. But people are getting information. They're running with it. and they're making stories. So shout out to the people following me on Mixer. We just hit 790 followers. Shout out to the folks, the loyals who are over here at YouTube. Appreciate you guys coming through. You know, I'm gonna be tackling things in the chat wherever you put it. And I'll try my best to get to them. So before I get into the story, I'm gonna address a couple of things. A lot of people have some questions now. I'm gonna give a shout out to the people. True SSJ Havoc, what's up? Zora said I have weak bars. Come on, please. DL Mighty Spartan God says, why is this when someone says PlayStation 5 is more powerful? There's something much. These insiders aren't reliable. Wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm reading this all wrong. Why is it that when someone says PlayStation 5 is more powerful, there's something much these insiders aren't reliable, but if it's in favor of Xbox, it's believe. Okay, we'll talk about that as well. He said, you ready to get beaten live, bro? Who's that? Heavy G? You can't. I am not to be beaten in live. I'm the greatest NBA Live player of all time. That's already been established. Like I can put that game down for months and on and not have to touch it, pick it back up, and nothing ever happened. Over on Mixer, let's see. There's a quick shout out to Blitz, who's here. T-Man number 3, Exit 53. Blitz says, for some reason, every time I go to your stream, FTL disables and I can't see your stream. This Mixer and their FTL BS gotta go. LOL. Blitz, I think the difference is what happens is like right now, when I do best bot theories, it's not the same source. I'm restreaming. I'm using restream to restream. I'm using restream FTL to stream to YouTube and to Mixer, so I can get the same response time, that feedback. So it's like low latency. So I think their FTL is a little bit different than what Mixer FTL, because when I'm streaming directly to Mixer, like when I'm doing my game streams and everything, it's just straight to Mixer FTL connected to my Streamlabs. But when I do Best Bot Theory, I'm not just doing it exclusively on Mixer. I'm doing it through Restream, so it broadcasts to YouTube and Mixer using a different code. So that could be the problem. That's why you probably have better luck when you see me streaming, because I'm just usually typically doing a game, except for the gear stream. I did a gear stream. Streamlabs, it got an update and it broke Streamlabs. Like I couldn't go live for some reason, and I had to go through OBS. But my OBS, my stream information that's in my OBS is through Restream. It's not exclusively to Mixer or YouTube. It's through Restream, so it broadcasts to both. And when I do Streamlabs, I'm directly signed in via Mixer, and Streamlabs wasn't working. So that's why if you tuned into my gear stream and if you were getting trouble, it's because I was doing it the same way that I'm doing the Best Bot Theory. So that's why people might be having a better time on YouTube right now, because of my restream has always been connected to my YouTube, and is I think less errors. It's Mixer where it's the weird thing. But when I start streaming, like if I stream today exclusively the Mixer today, you probably are not going to have that problem, just to give you a heads up. It's the Mixer app. Yeah, the Mixer app. Yeah, they need some help. Holy One, what's up? He says you finished Gears 5 with his bro. He loved it. Yeah. No. I was just All right, so let's talk about it. I'm going to address some of the things that I've been seeing on Twitter. I think there's a lot of talk on like I think the biggest thing was this whole Outerworlds thing, about the news broke that Outerworlds will be 4K. They get Xbox One X enhancements, but it will not be receiving PS4 Pro enhancements. I think Windows Central was the first to report on that. About 24 to 48 hours later, the publishers of not Microsoft, or the publishers, which is I think its private division of the Outerworlds, had confirmed that the PS4 Pro will be receiving enhancements. However, it is going to be like upscaling from 1440p, whereas Xbox One X and PC get like the true 4K textures and the whole 9 yards. But before private division came out and clarified that, based off the original report, a lot of people were losing their mind. And it's crazy, the fact that people were like, oh, Microsoft is doing some bullshit. They're keeping enhancements off PlayStation because they own that because they bought Obsidian. People forget Obsidian, the Outer Worlds is not in its current state isn't an Xbox IP. It's a third party game published by a third party publisher. It's a third party. It's a multi-plat game. So I don't think Microsoft had any say in enhancements. They give them the game. I think out of respect. I mean, it's Obsidian. It's an Xbox studio now, and they're like, it might as well. They might as well take advantage of the enhancements. They have the resources. It's not going to cost them anything extra. So I think, like, I don't think there's anything in anybody's contract to disable enhancements for the PS4 Pro on like multi-plat games. Like, you got to think about the only thing where that was an issue is like something similar happened where the Minecraft update. Remember when Nintendo and Xbox did their thing with their crossplay? There was also a major update for Minecraft that rolled out, but because PlayStation's, I think, disregard for like the crossplay thing, they couldn't get the update because it was tied in to that update, to that overhaul for Minecraft. So PlayStation couldn't get the update. It's like they couldn't, the game, I think later portions of the game couldn't be supported. I don't know how it is now, but I do remember that being a thing. That has nothing to do with like exclusive rights. They'd be more than welcome to continue to update the services for Minecraft and provide them with cross-play support and all that stuff if, you know, if Sony agrees to the terms and conditions. But it is what it is. But as far as the stuff that people were coming up with, the theories that people were coming up with, people were blaming Phil Spencer, Philness. People were blaming Xbox, and I'm like, where is this energy coming from? Like back when all these other games were like, you know, getting enhanced for the Xbox One X and the Xbox One X versions was winning, you know, as far as performance wise or visual wise. The energy was Xbox ain't having no games. Oh, it's not all about graphics. Oh, it's not all about resolution. Oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, well, majority of the people are playing on PlayStation. That was the energy that you guys were getting. But so I don't understand why this like revolt energy for the Outer Worlds. I mean, the game's either gonna be lit or it's not. I don't know how I'm feeling about the game. I'm gonna play it via Game Pass. And I'm looking forward to it, but nothing about the Outer Worlds strike stunning, beautiful next generation graphics to me. It looks like a standard game. It looks like a polished, clean version of Fallout. When I think of the Outer Worlds, I see Fallout and I see BioShock. For some reason, I see BioShock. But I see like a nice, polished, clean version of it. So nothing about the Outer Worlds says, "Oh my God, look at what this can do in 4K." I guarantee you. Other than it being 4K and having 4K textures, it's not going to be that big of a difference across all the platforms. I'm telling you that right now. But the energy was just weird. And I was shocked at what I was seeing people see. And then when Private Division did clarify, you know, people had to change up their energy and they wanted to blame Windows Central for like lying and starting rumors and stuff like that. And purposely, this is what I'm going to tell you guys what I think happened with that. The Outer Worlds is starting to get some marketing, but the marketing isn't as heavy as you would think it would be. You know, if 2K was traditionally, if it was published by the actual 2K publishers, the marketing, it hasn't been that heavy. Sure, they get Twitter feeds. I feel like it's getting the same standard marketing material like that what previous Xbox games were getting prior to Gears 4. I think this was strategically done, meaning I believe media outlets got, you know, the word on the Xbox One X enhancements, but didn't get word on any PS4 Pro enhancement. I think that was purposely done because look what it did. It created conversation. It created press. Good press, bad press. Bad press is better than no press. It created press. That's why they waited a little bit before they corrected it. They needed to get that energy out there. They needed to get the people talking about it. Is the game trending? You know, it's just a lot of hits because the game comes out in about a week. I don't know if you guys realize the game comes out October 25th. It comes out in a week. I don't know what the pre-order numbers is looking like, but it created a whole lot of talking points. People are talking about it. People are doing content about it. People are making videos, podcasts, tweets. They're getting a lot of retweets, and the game now has like pretty much some buzz. Just like with that whole Dead Cells thing. The best thing that happened to Dead Cells was that dude copying that dude's review. The dude from IGN who copied it. That was the best thing that happened for Dead Cells. The best thing that happened for Dead Cells. Without that, who cares about the Metascore the game was getting prior to that? But because of that fiasco with the IGN dude plagiarizing the review, it was on Dead Cells. It just blew everything up. It just blew everything up. So in cases like that, it helped the game. The Outerworlds, I don't know if this helps the game, but it keeps the game in conversation. It keeps the topic of the game in rotation. I don't want to just flat out say it's a publicity stunt, but I feel like they could have easily cleared that up. Why did they wait 2 days to clear that up? Because they needed to get those numbers up. They needed to get the talking points up. They needed people talking about the game. So it's a smart move. It's a smart move, and people react too often to things. It's like these things shouldn't affect your emotions, and I should be the last person to talk about things and emotions, because there's a lot of things gaming related that gets under my skin that annoys me. Obviously, Gears review scores, Crackdown review scores, all that nonsense, that jazz and whatnot that took place. I mean, because I do feel like the gaming industry is fucking fickle. I think the gaming industry is is inconsistent. And I can't take the professional side of the gaming industry seriously. I really can't. So when people react this way about resolution, about exclusive for they wanted to cry about the fact that the Xbox One X version of the game is going to be enhanced and the PlayStation 4 Pro version rumor wasn't going to be enhanced. Then obviously, like, that's not a big deal. The big deals are shit like with Call of Duty and Destiny, those deals where they can literally withhold content, playable content at that, not cosmetics, playable content for an entire year. Like this portion of the game isn't coming to any version. Like that's fuck shit. A game being 4K on a platform isn't fuck shit. I'm sorry, the Xbox One X can do a little bit more than what the PS4 Pro can do visually. It's been proven, and obviously your PC can probably do more than these consoles can do it. So that shouldn't be a talking or a crying point or a marketing ploy. It is what it is. It's not really that serious. Just be happy you're getting the game. The game's gonna run. But the fact that a lot of these people on Twitter and YouTube got sensitive about it, and they headed straight for the trenches. They fell for the trap. It just further exposes you guys. But let me just take a quick breather, see if I missed anything in the comments. Yeah, the Outerworlds drops on Game Pass on the 25th, same day as Call of Duty release. I think a wrestling game comes out. Speaking of a wrestling game, I used to be an avid fan. A wrestling game could make me buy a console. Used to, back in the 64, PlayStation 2 days and whatnot. Wrestling games could literally persuade me to buy a console. That the new 2K20 game, that shit looks garbage. The Rock, this is the worst looking Rock I've ever seen in any wrestling game. I've seen The Rock look better in WrestleMania 2000 and in No Mercy than he does on 2K20. I don't know what it is, but like 2K, I stopped playing wrestling games ever since 2K. After like the whole THQ and after the merging of SmackDown vs. Raw, I think my last wrestling game that I played it like with serious intent, I think it was SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. And I think after that I faded away. And I didn't touch the 2K series. It just wasn't for me. I mean, nobody's gonna make games like how they did with the SmackDown series, the THQ series. The people that were doing like the WrestleMania No Mercies, the SmackDowns. I love SmackDown. It was different, dude. It just worked. It just worked. Like I treat the way I play NBA Live now is what I was on like the SmackDown series. Like I loved SmackDown, and 2K is garbage. I hate what they do for video games. I don't like their basketball games. Everybody wants them to make a football game, and they think they're gonna get some sort of revolution in football games. They think they're going to get 2K5 or 2K6, whatever their last 2K game was for football. You're not going to get that. You're going to get some bullshit. Like 2K isn't good at what they do. They're good at monetizing. They're good at monetizing, marketing, and like what's the word? Hypnotizing you. They're good at those things. They good at getting you to buy shit, but they're not good at making shit. They're not. They suck. I can't stand 2K, but that's just my personal opinion. Like I said, they had their heydays in the early 2000s, but ever since then they've been garbage. I hate that EA is the only one that can make a football game, but 2K ain't gonna make anything much better. They're scandalous. They're scandalous. They're greedy. They're corrupt. They're horrible publishers. Really. All right, let me look at YouTube. All right, Sam Ash says the Outerworlds thing really wasn't that big a deal. If the game is good, why buy it on PS? I would buy it on PS. Okay. Sage says I want Outerworlds to be good since it's from the original Fallout creators, but something about it seems off. Yeah, they're publisher. I don't think anything's gonna be wrong with the game. Honestly, it looks all right. I'll be lying to you to say I was a heavy fan of that genre. I would be kind of just jumping into this blind, and hopefully it sticks with me, and hopefully it sticks with me. That's all I gotta say. He says like the AI seems suspect, and the overall design seems a bit archaic. Am I saying that right? Hope I'm wrong. I hope you're wrong too. True SAJ Havoc says it seems the console war completely lost its luster. It's just getting boring. It is boring. See, SJ, you know what's crazy? At the start of the generation, and this is what I think that's bugged me about this generation, is that I feel like at the start of generations, it's cool, it's fun because everything is new, fresh. There's that at the start of a generation, literally like the first 3 years, is really where you can start pinning these consoles like together. What do this one does differently? What make this one better? Obviously, as time goes on, mature, the libraries will grow, and you'll see who have the better games. But when they, for example, oh well, my PlayStation can do this, or the Xbox can do this, and I can see, but I feel like the console generation, last generation, lasted longer. I don't feel like the console war itself lasted long because I didn't give a shit. I mean, I played on what I played, but I didn't really care what was going on in 2011, 12, and 2013. It didn't really bother me. Obviously 2013, I was already amped for what was going to be the Xbox One and the PS4 and whatnot, but I didn't care what happened with the 360 and PS3. I didn't care who ended up having the most sales. I didn't care. It was because to me the generation was over. So with this generation, it's like, all right, 2019 it should be the equivalent of 2012, last generation, right? Am I right? So I feel like at this point, people are still, heart and souls are still dead set on like, what are you trying to sell? The generation's fucking over. The PlayStation 1, they had the better games, they had the more sales. It is what it is. Now it's like, move on, but no one's moving on. It's just like I don't know, but it's just weird, the energy wasted, and that's why you guys may look at me and be like, oh dude, you changed. It's like, no, I don't really have the energy for Xbox versus PlayStation. I mean, they matured. The consoles matured. I mean, I enjoyed them both for different reasons. I love my Xbox. The thing is, nothing's gonna stop me from being an Xbot unless like Microsoft just outright do some fuck shit. Like fuck shit to the point where it like affects my enjoyment of the platform. Once that happens, or they stop making Xboxes, that's when that will happen. But whatever. Also, I saw an interesting comment. Sage says, also, Microsoft don't even care. They're getting spanked. So that's another reason it's not even fun to troll anymore. 2015 through 2018 was the golden years of trolling the console war. 2013 to 2017. I wouldn't even say 2017 was just over. It was a wrap. It was a recovery. And then in 2018, you guys were just PlayStation guys were just beating a dead horse, because that's when they put out their their heavy hitters of like the God of Wars and the Spider-Mans and stuff like that. But The trolling part, I thought everything at the start of a generation. I think for the first 3 years of a generation, it's cool. But I feel like every year it enhances even more. Like this generation, it's just been like I don't know what it is. It's like I don't really find it interesting like that. Like, but I ain't gonna lie, next generation, depending on how things fare out, I will definitely participate in the conversation. But then again, I don't know if I will because my headphones again. I don't know if I will because this generation is gonna be different. I don't know if it's gonna be it's not gonna be a hard transition. It's not gonna be cut off, start new generation. I feel like it's gonna be it's gonna be an exaggerated X and Pro. You know what I mean? As far as introduction. The Almighty Spartan God says SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 was the last good one, and I believe that is true. He says before that, SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. Yeah, that was like one of the best SmackDown games that played. He says I missed the original WWF. Yeah. WWE 2K20 needs new graphics engine. Let's see. Wound up Penguin says Private Division clarified is going to be enhanced on the PS4 Pro too, right? Yeah, it is, but they clarified it, but they made sure to let them know that it's going to be like to a lower degree. He said there's no South Star Online says there's no war after a slaughter. XD Mellow 7 says I got huge he says Hyge, but I'm pretty sure he said huge respect for Kid Smooth for being like this. Xbox over everything. DL Mighty Spartan God says AEW the new wave. Kid Smooth fuck the WWE. Yeah, I've watched AEW. I forgot that comes on damn, what TV network does that come on? I was watching it. They got some good talent there. Let's see what they do with the for video games, but they got some good talent there. I think it comes on. Is it FS1 or TNT? TNT. Aaron Johnson says you and Erica should do a podcast. I would love to do a podcast with Erica, but I'm gonna tell you this. I love Erica. I think she's awesome. I think she's dope. But me and Erica have complete different tastes. We have complete different tastes. I don't know how that would really work. I'll stream a game with her every day if I could, but I don't know what it was take. I'm inconsistent, as you guys can see. This is probably the most consistent I've been since playing Xbox. I'm very inconsistent. I'm just trying to get down to a streaming schedule. If you go to my Mixer, you scroll down, I have a streaming schedule, so I'm going to try to stick to that as much as possible. And I'll be, more diligent with it once I hit that follower status. 'Cause right now I'm only at 790 followers on Mixer, but I'm pretty sure we can find some middle ground. But Erica is taking, I think, a break from podcasting because it does take a lot on you because you have to commit, hours out of your day, once a week to do this. And especially if you are your own content creator, you have people to appease. You have like your own streaming and own content you want to do that you have to set up for, and it takes away from that. People don't like to, especially when you're solely responsible for it. So like I said, I like doing podcasts. There's no plan at Xbox because I don't have a panel, so that's why I can do BestBotTheory because it's just me. It's just I'll call somebody in if somebody wants to do a show. That would be awesome. But let's see what we got. Yeah, that's the point. You don't want to co-host the same as me. No, that's okay. I don't want a mirror. I don't want a mirror image of me. No. I've always done shows where I'm where it's not exactly the same. When I say me and Erica has two different tastes, we have I'm not saying Xbox and PlayStation. No. We have completely different. I couldn't talk to Erica about RPGs or anime or like, for example, hypothetically, I'm not a fan of game. I don't watch Game of Thrones. I couldn't like, let's say if we had the topic of Game of Thrones came up, I couldn't talk about that. I'd be freaking lost. I would be freaking lost. But like, not saying that is a bad thing. When I say like we have nothing in common, I'm not talking the facts of like I like PlayStation, I like Xbox, she likes PlayStation, stuff like that. No, that's not it. It's we play. I guarantee you, there's games in probably Erica's catalog that I've never even touched or would bother to touch. That's what I mean. Like, there's got to be some sort of meat. You know what I mean? So. D True 49 says apples and oranges smooth. LOL. Yeah, apples and oranges. Like, yeah, I'll just say that. You know what I mean? DL Mighty Spartan, I don't know why you even still on WWP. They whack and you and Jack Move made the podcast. I won't say that. I like Weapon Wheel. I like doing it. I personally do. I now my appearance and my availability is going to be better as far as like talking wise and stuff, because I finally, I got the promotion for the job. I'm never going to work a Sunday. And that's going to be, I'll probably be more relaxed. My mind is probably a little bit more at ease, so I can like kind of do the things I want to on there. KD Mello, I have no expectations for XO19, not right now. Honestly, it's just not even on my mind. I don't know if because we're still in October or whatever, but I have no expectations for XO19. Maybe once November hits, maybe if anything leak or rumors come about, I'll start to get something, but no expectations. What's up, Elay? Over there on Mixer. He said people really hate Mixer. Yeah, I know. The disparity between people watching on YouTube versus Mixer is deceiving, but I have to like people are, they'll tell you what their views, and I mean, I'm still trying to do my thing on Mixer. I'm not gonna stop using Mixer, but this show isn't really like a Mixer only thing. It is on it's on YouTube too. I have to keep content on YouTube. I do, because I don't make money on Mixer. Believe it or not, I don't make money on Mixer. I like Mixer. I think it's a better platform. I like the engagement. I like that I can stream with good quality, low latency, and it's not as strict as other platforms so far. So I'm able to play music and shit. But I haven't got to that point where it becomes like a bonus for me. YouTube is a bonus, like, 'cause I could potentially make money if I do a good video or a podcast. It helps, you know what I mean? But if I did this exclusively on Mixer, it would just be me like using up 2 hours and hopefully getting like 7 people to watch me. But hey, it's consistency, dude. You just got to be consistent. Exit 53 says Mixer goes hard to me. Yeah, it does. Griffin says, thanks for the congratulations, the congrats, man. I appreciate it. Kiss Move, do you think Xbox is going to announce a ton of high quality exclusives that will make a person buy an entire console next year? I think they will announce a ton of high quality exclusive that will make a person want to subscribe to their service. Make a person want to subscribe to Game Pass. Make a person want to subscribe to Game Pass for PC. It may make somebody get a Scarlet. I don't think Xbox is gonna. I think their games. I think they're gonna be good for games. I feel like 2020. The XO19, like I said, I had no expectations. Personally, if they're smart, starting with XO19 until the release of Scarlet should be very interesting times for announcements, game reveals. I think because what are we? We're gonna be like 2 years into some of these studios. Remember, a lot of the studios that they bought already had projects in the work that they gained rights to. Not the ones that were releasing 2 months after they were purchased, but the ones that are like releasing a year or or 2 after they were purchased. Like, a lot of them coming with should be coming with some heat. So I think I don't think we'll have a repeat of E3 2019, which was trash, or a E3 2017 where there was, you had Xbox One X, but all the games that were showing weren't really Xbox One X worthy You know what I mean? So, shout out to the we just got a boost of followers. Mixer XD Mello. I think he came from YouTube. Manny USCG. Thanks for the follow. He switched to Mixer. Thank you. But yeah, micro. You can't like. We got to stop putting all of our like hope and energy in what these guys do. Oh, thanks, bro. Thanks, the Almighty Spartan God. The Spartan God 876. I appreciate it. I think, the thing is about putting all the like. Us true Xbox fans who want Xbox to do well, you want them to knock people's socks off. I don't even think like I feel like some of the energy of what people want Xbox to do isn't even for them. Like a lot of people that root for Xbox, I'm like, oh man, like they're hoping Xbox does something that impresses somebody else, not them, but impresses somebody else, and that's where people get lost. Like for the first time, I wasn't impressed. By Xbox E3 was literally this year. In 2017, I wasn't impressed because 2017 I was there in person, and I liked being able to seeing the hype for the Xbox One X in person and all that stuff. I enjoyed being there, but the conference, I didn't think it was a whack conference or anything like that, but it didn't live up to ones that I watched on TV. And the fact that it was my first E3, being there in person, I felt disappointed. That's why if anybody who watched that interview, Red Infamy did call up with me, I think after the Xbox, I don't know if it's still on their channel, and we talked about it, and my energy was off. It wasn't like, oh yeah, I'm hyped. It was just, because that was me at my rarest raw form. I was disappointed. I was more disappointed because I was there in person, and it didn't knock my socks off like the year prior or the year before. You know what I mean? 2018 was cool. I enjoyed 2018's E3. 2019 was the first one where I watched. I'm like, damn, this is E3, and I was not impressed at all. So a lot of people, like I said, watch E3 like that, root for Xbox. At least a lot of these guys on YouTube and Twitter that go hard, they're hoping Xbox impresses others. When I'm watching E3, I want to be impressed. I want to be excited. And that's why when I'll come out after a show is over and I'll tell you how excited I am, that's because I'm truly excited. I'm the one that's excited. I don't care how anybody else take it. That's why this year, when you saw me, it was trash. I think Xbox year after year has always had the best E3 with the even 20. I enjoyed in person because I was at PlayStation conference in 2017. I enjoyed PlayStation conference more in person because they had a lot of interactive shit that you didn't really get to see on stream. Like even though it was just like a trailer reel, like when Call of Duty, it was like fireworks in the crowd, like pop, pop, pop. Like it felt like when anything that had something to do with water, it was like a mist of water to hit your face or some shit like that. Smoke when they had the Days Gone trailer, they had people hanging on stage and stuff like that. So that was an experience. It was an experience. They had when I was at PlayStation's E3 conference in 2017, they had a better in-person experience. But if I was watching at home, I wouldn't have cared about it. It would have sucked. But it was a good experience because I was there live. Now, if I was to watch it at home, I would have thought, Xbox had a better showing than PlayStation. But because I was there in person, I wasn't all that interested in what the Xbox showing. But I had a better time at PlayStation, not because what they showed, but because the experience. It was very interactive. Were you sponsored for E3 2017? I went under. How did I get there? I went under Weapon Wheel. E3 BG had registered. I went under the Weapon Wheel podcast. I hung out a lot with Tick and Iron Lords. Nicodemus, Addict, obviously, Cognito, King David. I hung out with a lot of people. I met obviously Hip Hop Gamer, Red. I was with the 3MG. I was with a lot of these people, so I always tried to stick with other YouTubers, but it was a good time. I spent a whole lot of time with Nicodemus, man. I like shout out to what you got to say. Check out Nicodemus's new YouTube channel. You guys remember him as Nicodemus X. His channel is What You Got to Say. He's a big YouTuber now. People probably don't realize this. He does a lot of reactions, a lot of BTS related stuff. But he kept up. He changed, went a different route. And I'm happy to see that dude blow. But Nicodemus is the coolest dude. My wife loves that dude, man. Nicodemus is like the coolest dude I've ever met in person. That in YouTube. And then of course Addict is like my freaking brother from another mother. Like Addict is like me and Addict. A lot of people make fun of me and Addict's closest. How like every time something goes down, Addict is always there. And people are like, oh, he's kid's cheerleader. No, it's just me and Addict is close because we've created a bond online, and then like if we ever go to an event where we're both at the event, we're gonna be with each other and whatnot. And same with like Cognito. Shout out to the people at Outerworlds. They're nearby. Cognito, me and Cognito live about like 20 minutes from each other. King David's in New York. So typically when it's an event that we're all present, I'm probably going to be with the people over at Ironlord. So am I going to E3 next year? I don't think I'll go to E3 again. Like I said, I enjoyed it. It's cool because the thing is for me to go to E3, I can only go to conferences, and after the conference, I don't want to do anything else but hang out with other. I'll go and do things with other YouTubers. I don't have the energy to go. You know what I mean? It's a lot of money. It's a lot of stuff that that you do. And if the show isn't good, like for example, if I would have went to E3 this year, I would have been hell of hot. I would have been so pissed. That would have been I would never do it again. So I'm happy I didn't go this year. Contemplating next year. I'm contemplating. And I got a couple months to make up my mind because I think you got to solidify your tickets in like January. He said, it's lit. I'm a level 4. He said, Eli said E3 was shit. He says, XD Mellow 7 says, never seen you on RDX podcast. Feel like you would be an amazing addition there. I've been on RDX maybe twice or 3 times. I did something with Diller immediately after E3 2019. I was on his special. I've been on RDX twice. I think the first time I've been on RDX, I was having trouble with my mic. My background, my setup wasn't as it was now. I was in the living room. My family was home. It was loud. I had to mute my mic. I couldn't say much. So it wasn't a good experience. I think moving forward, if I'm on there in the future, it'll be much better. But I mean, I'm cool with like all the people at RDX, the Dillers, the Colts, D's cool. Tim Dog, obviously. Zalker, I think he's awesome, coming up very well. But yeah, like I chill. Like I talk to the people at RDX, Diller and Colt. I spend time with them and on Xbox party chats and stuff like that. Oh, hang on. I'm just a lot of times I'm not available to do their show, and their show takes place on Tuesdays, 8:00. I usually work. I get out, and I do my daddy duties, responsibility. And about time I finish up, their show has either started or is just starting. So I'll just catch it either in the middle of the show. So when I'm on there, I have to plan for it. But it's nothing to get on there. I'm pretty sure I can get on the episode. It just they usually have a lineup of guests when they do it. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the Xcloud beta. I think, all right, so a lot of people got their hands on Xcloud. A lot of people have been showing it off. A lot of people's having good experiences, and there's some people who aren't, which is expected with these betas. I think my issue with the whole Xcloud thing, or at least the verbiage coming out of Twitter, is you got people like Red Dragon, which I respect Red Dragon. I've always been, when he used to do YouTube content, Red Dragon has always been one of my favorites. Like every year I usually do a list of my favorite YouTubers at this time. I don't think Red Dragon has done a lot of video content lately. And I would think obviously he has a family and whatnot now and whatnot. So different things in his life changes, but he does spend a lot of time on Twitter. And lately Red Dragon has been on the anti Xbox motto, right? And which is like, it is what it is. It doesn't like really like bother me, but it's like the criticism that Red Dragon's getting, it's like anything that's negative or not necessarily good news for Xbox or Microsoft or whatever, their product, their services or whatever, he's there. He's on it like clockwork. Boom. Let it out there. Sometimes he'll say something, sometimes he won't say nothing, but he'll make sure whatever he's tweeting is not positive. That's fine. This is right. Who no one's required to tweet good news or anything or about something. What you do notice is that energy is not there for like PlayStation, or when bad news come up or questionable things come up on PlayStation or Nintendo or side. There's no tweets. There's no commentary. There's nothing. Or when something big or positive happens for Xbox or Microsoft, there's no news, no tweets. There's no commentary. It's just only when there's something to highlight negativity. So I got over that. That doesn't bother me. I still think Red Dragon's cool. But I will point out and call out what I think is bullshit. So recently, there's this one dude that I've been sharing videos of his experience of his Xcloud, the beta, and he's having issues with like lag, slowdown. It just looks horrible, honestly. You know what I mean? So on the other hand, though, there's a lot of people who's having like almost flawless experiences, which is fine, and whatnot. And people are like, you got on one side people extremely hyping it, oh, it's ready for prime time, and then you got this dude like, oh man, I'm like, but the guy that's doing it, he's actually giving like, feedback, but it's what everybody's taking with feedback. They're like using it as propaganda. They're using it as a tool to dismiss the service. Like, oh, that's why Xcloud, this is why streaming isn't it, or Xbox shouldn't be doing this, And I'm like, dude. But the thing that bugged me about, I think, his tweets or his exploiting this is he's not doing it to be like, all right, this is feedback, this is what they need to fix or anything like that. He's doing it as to prove a point, like, oh, this is not good, or Xcloud, or it sucks, or it's not something you should be paying for. When the beta is just gotten beta this month, it's a small pool of people playing it. It's limited. People don't realize that the stuff you're seeing on the internet, on Twitter with Xcloud is beta. Microsoft is the only company that still does real betas. Like a beta, meaning this is not a marketing ploy. Like, we need you to test this. Like, people forget like the Gears of War and the Halo betas. Every time Microsoft did a beta, it was a beta. Like these games, and that's why when their final game come out, the games had vastly improved, whether it be visually, performance-wise, from final retail product from beta. So it's like they're stuck in they're treating the beta of Xcloud as if it's Google Stadia. Like Stadia is due out next month. Xcloud isn't due next month. Like if this was Stadia and you're having this experience and it's coming out next month, then yeah, beat that shit to hell, because it's about to go on sale for people to buy and consume, and they're gonna have experiences like this. The Xcloud does not have a release date. It doesn't have a pricing model. It doesn't even have a subscription. It doesn't have a model yet. There's no rollout yet for Xcloud. It's only in testing. But they're treating it and they're criticizing it as if it's a final retail product that somebody's actually paying for, that everybody has access to. So it's like they're getting a beta and then acting as if, oh, this beta shouldn't be performing this way. What? They're shocked that if that error shows up in the beta. They're shocked that there's lag and there's discrepancies. No, that's what the beta is for. They have the finals. You have to report it. But they're using it as a tool to dismiss Xcloud. Or they're comparing it to Stadia. Oh, this is why this is not good. Oh, streaming is not the future, all this other stuff. Like, I mean, I don't really care about the politics and what people think about streaming, but to criticize something that is being tested, that's like being like is a beta that is not available to everyone, because not everyone has like a Galaxy or a Google phone or whatever Android device. Not everybody's accepted into this beta. It just started, so there's going to be errors, and they'll criticize it, but they won't acknowledge it that, oh yeah, this is a beta test. They won't do that. They'll treat it as if it's the final retail product, and they'll point to it as if this is what's going to be the experience you're going to be having. Sure, if you're beta testing it, you might have those experiences. The game is not, Xcloud's not ready for prime time yet. And the thing is about Xcloud and with these beta tests, they made sure they took games that were like that would really you would feel the lag in, like Halo, Gears, Forza, Sea of Thieves, Killer Instinct, things that require rapid response. Like, you know what I mean? So they made sure they chose like the intensive games to test this on. So, but the fact is, like, when flaws and things come out, yeah, it's okay to highlight these things. Why not? You gotta. But the way that people are highlighting it is like they bought like Gears. Like, for example, Gears of War, Gears 5. They found that bullet magnetism error that's in the game. Sure, you're supposed to be exploiting that bullshit because the game's out there. It's public. People are buying it. People are subscribing to Game Pass for it. It's final code. There's obvious errors in this game. But Project Xcloud isn't a final code. It isn't being bought. I'm not saying you have to ignore it, but you can't criticize it to the same level that you're criticizing a PS Now or a Stadia when it's you're testing it. You're criticizing a test model that's probably going to have some sort of error. It has to. I can see if this shit was like you're paying a monthly subscription for it. It's already out. It's public, and then you're showing off that. If it was already out and Xcloud was like a thing and is out and we're paying for it and you're displaying that, sure, why not make that shit go viral? But like, that's just my thoughts on it. It's like, if you're gonna tell viewers of yours, your followers, that Xcloud is shit, right? Make sure you let them know that, hey, this video I'm showing you guys is the beta test of the Xcloud. You know what I mean? Of what they're testing. You know what I mean? Make sure you be consistent. Don't be like, don't sell it. Don't criticize it as if this is something that this is going to be everyone's experience. You know what I mean? That's not going to be everyone's experience. We don't know what the final product's going to look like, but I just think it's a little bit unfair, and that's why every time somebody he posted it, and then Nick Bunny posted it, and I just make sure I tell them like, hey, you guys realize this is a beta, right? Like an early test. This game, this Xcloud doesn't have a release date. It doesn't have a release window. This is the first public beta on it. We really don't know nothing about Xcloud. We don't know the price. We don't know what the rollout's going to be. We don't know if it's going to be a separate service from Xbox Live or Game Pass. We don't know none of that. We just know they're testing 5 games with it on mobile devices, on Android devices, and some people are having awesome time with it, and some people are having spotty times with it. But people are making it known of the spotty times. They want to make sure that, I don't know what this whole constant dwelling on the that one dude's there, because he's the only dude I've been seeing references for is that one dude. But people are dwelling on it and they're selling it as if it's the final product, you know, and I think that's a bit unfair. I'm Aaron Johnson. I'm not in the beta because I refuse. I don't have an Android device. Like, because it's like, I was gonna sign up for it, but I was like, all right, so it's not gonna be on iPhone yet, and then I'm not gonna do it. I have an iPhone, I have iPads. I don't have, the only Android device I have is a Switch, and I think is it the Sony TV? And the Sony TV, but I don't think Xcloud is available for this the Sony TV. I think it's only the tablets and phones. So unfortunately, I couldn't jump into it, but I really honestly have no use for it right now. Exit 59 says some people still have trash internet and routers though. He says yes, it's still in beta. They're trying to get it right with the feedback. Yeah, that's what it's for. It's like, but people are using it to, using it to dismiss Xcloud and Xbox. You said the Switch doesn't run Android, huh? Yeah, actually it does. It runs the Switch OS. It runs like a proprietary version of Android. I'm almost certain the Switch. Where's the hell's my Switch? It's based off the Android. Is operating system is based off Droid, if I'm not mistaken. Is operating system is based off Droid. Jazz says, what about people saying that this is the future? That's because it is the future. It's not the noun. It's not current noun. I mean, Xcloud, Stadia, PS Now is not the now. It should not be the way to consume games a full-time way to consume games currently. It may be in the future. It makes sense in the future when everybody's internet is up to par, when the technology is perfected. Yes, it's the future. I mean, like, the Xbox One isn't the future. The PlayStation 4 isn't the future. They're outdated. So yes, it's the future. It's going to be the way people consume games in 2025, 2026 or some shit like that. Who knows? But it's fair to say it's the future because it has potential. It's something that when it works, because some people have to experience it. People, this is what the thing is. People like they'll dismiss the 5 people that it works for, and they'll point to the one person that it doesn't work for, and be like, "Oh, this is the future." Yeah, right. No, it is when it's working, when it's good. It's that's what the future will be like. That isn't that what they're all aiming to? Why you telling me all these publishers and people are buying into the cloud? They're just buying into a big failure. Like, come on, it's like whatever. Like, in 1999, were you telling yourself, what were you saying? Did you think that you'll still be buying CDs and tape cassettes in 2019? Or did you, like, it's the future. It's the future. Gaming media is just slower than movies and music. Everything is already current. Like, streaming music is current, streaming movies current. Streaming video games isn't current, but it's a form of media like music and movies and whatnot. It just hasn't caught up yet. All right. Are you trying Stadia? In order for me to try Stadia, I have to buy it. I'm not sure if I'm not sure. I don't have a Google device, so I don't feel like I'm going to be doing that. I want to play with their controller. I really want to see how that is. I don't know. I gotta see what how it works for everybody. Me, I'm locked into ecosystems. You know what? I need to actually log into my PlayStation to see what happened, because now that I forgot the Facebook integration on PlayStation 4 is gone. So I'm used to logging in and seeing my profile pic from Facebook being there. I wonder if I have to reconnect. I know I have to change my icon on PlayStation, but I'm locked into. I like ecosystems. Like I'm never on my Switch because I'm not a fan of the ecosystem. I don't feel like I have like a lively profile to keep up with. On PlayStation, I feel like I have a profile to keep up with. Obviously, with Xbox Live, I have a profile to keep up with. There's some sense of status on Xbox and PlayStation that I like. I don't know what Google's going to do with that. You know what I mean? Like, with Stadia, what am I going to get? Like, my notifications is going to be an email? I don't know. Like, who knows? Like, I don't know. You said you can play through. Yeah, I know you can play through the browser, but I have no, like, that's like playing on my PC. I can play. Hell, I can stream my Xbox to my PC and whatnot. But now I'll tell you this. I did the beta for when it was what the hell was it called? Was it Project Stream? That they were doing with Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I did that. I played about a couple hours of Assassin's Creed Odyssey on the Chrome browser when they rolled that out. But no, I have no desire. If I'm going to do it, I'm probably not going to play it like how I play video games now. I would probably do it on a phone or a tablet, or maybe my TV that I don't have a console hooked up to. It all depends. It really all depends. Aaron, I do not have access to Bleeding Edge. I'm not part of the alpha, none of that. So I don't know how it plays. I'm expecting a whole lot of information about it on XO19. Shout out to the person that asked me what's my expectations for XO19. I was wrong where I said I have no expectations. These aren't the biggest expectations, but I do expect Bleeding Edge, Ori, and Shitty Toads. I mean Battletoads. I am expecting those three because I feel like those 3 games will be available for like within the first 4 months of 2019. I mean not 2019, 2020. And some sort of update on Halo Reach. And I need you guys to help me with my next topic. What's up with this PS5 Project Scarlet stuff? Is there a new rumor that people are confirming PS5 is more powerful than the Scarlet? If so, what way? What does PS5 have under its hood that Scarlet doesn't? What are they expecting? Are they expecting a resolution difference, frame rate difference? What is it? Because I know people like, you know, the J-Dubs and all these PlayStation guys are like really harping with this, and they're excited again. And I like how the power narrative. It's always like it's convenient to root for. They always find times to root for power. Power always be convenient at times. So. Somebody in the chat, please enlighten me on this latest PS5 rumor. How you get invited and you didn't? I don't know. I don't know how the where to go to sign up for the alpha. I probably missed it. I got too many emails. I gotta get rid of all this. Did you get to comment on the Outerworlds PS4 Pro Xbox One X enhancement drama? Yes, I did. That was like my first topic. XD Mellow. That was my first topic. Jez said, I think it was some Reddit posts, but then they said it was a false account. Okay. It's all rumor smooth. Okay. Horizon Zero Dawn 2 gonna announce a trailer. That'd be nice. I don't think as much I would love to see Horizon Zero Dawn 2. I'm not sure that game's gonna be available for PS5 launch. I say it's possible. That game came out in 2017. It should. Hold on, 2017. 3 years. I say 2021 possibly. I think we'll see a Knack 3 though. A Knack 3 for sure. Knack 3 for sure. Let's see. Sony Japan. That's who will be working on it, right? That's Mark Cerny's baby. Did you get to comment on Z was talking about, but his info was usually way off. They were talking about 1 to 2 frames and 20 frames per second. Okay. Speaking of Z, Zaire, I know a lot of you, whoever's watching this, I don't know if you watch Zaire Next Gen 20. He called me. I think he prank called me on his streams, and I got to stop falling for this. When people call me, I'm thinking like when other YouTubers call me, I'm thinking they're calling me for like. Usually when Zaire calls me, it's to assist him with something streaming related, OBS related. If you have a question about something, I don't mind like helping, or if he want to know if I want to get on a show or something like that, he'll call me and whatnot. Like, so that's why I'm not prone to like, if I see somebody call me, I'm gonna pick up. But he prank called me in the middle of his fucking stream to fucking like fuck with me. It's like, and the thing is like I didn't catch it. I'm like, this dude, I was like, this dude is tripping out. It's like, did he really like this in real life? Like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, this dude really like, and I was like, oh, this man, he's fucking streaming. I'm like, he's fucking streaming. And the thing that sucks is that I actually have I think I have a voicemail, like a voicemail where like I'm my outgoing box, and that's annoying. So that shit irritated me a little bit. So he did call me. It picks me off because I hate that. And Jess says calling for content. Yeah, that's what the first thing I was like, you calling me for content, dog? Like, come on, man. Like, shit like that's annoying, man. Like, the antics. Like, I mean, Zaire's a funny dude, but the antics could be fucking annoying. Like, I mean, it's kid shit, man. It's really kid shit. So it just annoyed the fuck out of me, honestly. So, but yeah, I am aware that just in case anybody wanted to comment on that, that happened earlier this week. I just like, well, fuck it. Said block his number. My Style Record says the power narrative only matters when it favors Sony, because right now the Xbox X is the most powerful and it doesn't matter because it's Microsoft. What happened to playing Xbox? What happened to playing Xbox is I don't have a panel. I have a panel. What happened to playing Xbox? Short story. One, I started to focus a little bit on work. I took a little break from YouTube, which impacted my consistency on podcasting. So, during the break that we were taking, it really wasn't fair to the team. So we kind of just all like kind of fell back. Meds decided to go. Addict, you guys know Addict freaking left the show, and then Merc about a month ago started the Ultra Preset podcast, which is majority of the people from Planet, pretty much everybody from Planet Xbox minus me and Addict. I was invited to be on the show to join it, but personally at the time, I wasn't ready to commit to like another podcast. This is the reason if I was going to do that, I would just do Planet Xbox. The reason, it's one of the reasons why Planet Xbox isn't here yet. Like, but now there's I'm starting to have a little bit more consistency in my life. So, but no, it's like, you know, I'd rather watch and see what happens. I think they got a good show. I like the theme, the layout, the customizations. I think it's dope. So so pretty much right now I'm just doing BestBotTheory and till Planet Xbox is available until I'm able to do a Planet Xbox again. He said, as Horizon D Mello says, Horizon Zero Dawn took 7 years to develop, so I expect it not to come soon. I mean, you gotta think about it. Took 7 years to create the original Horizon Zero Dawn, but they already have a platform and a stage set. They already have. They ain't like they have to recreate assets and everything. What they're gonna do? They can update the what's the engine that they do? They got is it the Decima engine? They already have a platform, so they can cut that down in half, dude. They give really cut. Horizon Zero Dawn should be like probably a 4-year development cycle. It shouldn't 3 to 4 years possibly. They already have a foundation. The game already looked dope. Imagine the game just running native 4K, higher resolutions, some slight improvements. I mean, what more could you do to that? Some games really can't improve all that visually. There's some games like you hit. That's why when Gears came out, I think Gears really couldn't peak. It like you had the first Gears look good, Gears 2 look a little bit better, Gears 3 look the best thing about Gears 3 is that there was a lot more color, a lot more. It was less grim, and so it got to shine in different areas. But there's only so much you can do visually to a game. So what can you do with Horizon Zero Dawn? Give it, you know, native resolution, ultra 4K textures and whatnot, up the frame rate and stabilization and all that. You would have a nice upgrade, but visually there wasn't really anything ugly about the game, like really. Facial animations need a lot of work. Okay, that's agreeable. Well, yeah, who's deleting your tweets? I thought you were doing that out of corrections. It doesn't tell me who's deleting it. It's just swiping it. Let me see if I should be able to do something with it. I'll just make you a mod, exit. And why are you muted? I think you're muted. Are you muted? How can I? All right, did I mod you already? Oh yeah, mod. And if I could find a way to get that shit off, like, no. Okay, don't mute. Okay. Exit. You should be modded, by the way. So you got mod powers. So. You wasn't a fan of the voice actor of Aloy? My issues with Horizon Zero Dawn was like I think Aloy was not a fun character. I didn't like her personality. I didn't like how they made her come off. But the game was dope. I enjoyed the game. Thought the game was fun. What's up, Jason? Kima says the Decima engine is a ripoff of the Unreal Engine 4. I don't know all the technicals, but I thought that engine did a really good job. They did a lot with it. So I think whatever they did, whoever they bit, they did a damn good job with it. Let's see how it improved, because isn't Death Stranding using that? What up? And I might, damn. So I'm gonna end the stream soon, and then I'll be streaming like sometime tonight. I don't know what I'm gonna stream. I've been in the mood to play like older like games. I want to play Full Auto, but I don't think it's backwards compatible. I want to play Condemned, but I'm not sure if that's backwards compatible. I might do Gears if everybody's gonna be online. If not, I might dive into some Ghost Recon again. But I'm not sure. XD Mello says, what PS games you're looking forward to play? Honestly, I have nothing I'm looking forward to play on PlayStation this year. I played all the games that I wanted on PlayStation. I should go back and try to beat Days Gone, but I find the game boring. Death Stranding, I have no interest. I'm not a Kojima guy, and I have no interest in Death Stranding. I just never had interest in it. I always thought it looked good. I think it's going to look phenomenal, but I have no interest in playing it. I might get it because I haven't really played anything on PlayStation in a hot minute. I don't think there's anything else coming out until obviously The Last of Us Part 2. I might do that. Obviously, I'm more than likely going to do that. But other than that, I'm not really hyped up about anything. The XD Mello says, Days Gone made me sell my PS4 Pro. Why would it? How does a game make you sell it? Just sell the game. Chris Righteous says, what's up, Smooth? Bring back Planet Xbox. We'll see. We'll see. Play Bulletstorm. I played Bulletstorm during the 360. I didn't care. I didn't know what was special about that fucking game. I'll try it off stream, and if I like it enough, then I'll probably play through it and stream it. Who's gonna miss out on The Last of Us 2? Like, how are you gonna miss out on it? Exit 53 says, Smooth, are you getting an Elite Controller 2.0? I saw your average consumer with one yesterday on his new vid. I saw that too. Do you know if it can be used on a new Xbox? Yes, all controllers that are for Xbox One S and X will actually work on Scarlet. They confirmed that already. I have both the Elite controllers. I have the white one here, and I have the black one inside my drawer. These controllers are like $200. I'm not in a hurry to buy one. I'll probably put it on my Christmas list. It looks good. It really does look good. I'm interested. If I do buy it, for sure. Yeah, it will. One, it better work on the Scarlet, but I know for sure it's going to work for the Scarlet. They already confirmed that your controller will work for it. They're not going to release all these damn controllers and the shit's not forward compatible. So it's actually going to be the first hint, because isn't the Elite 2.0 using USB-C, and I believe all Xbox controllers, Scarlet controllers, will be USB-C C type for the next generation console. So I think it's going to be a nice hint into the next generation. But yeah, I'll get it. I'll get it. I don't know if I'm gonna buy it myself or day one. It'll be on my Christmas list, and if I don't get it for Christmas list, so that's a shout out to my wife. If my wife doesn't get it for me, then I'll end up buying it myself, like probably after Christmas or something like that. Who knows? He says, cool, I didn't hear that. Thank you. I love them. I have the two also. Yeah, you have the black and white ones, yeah. Said Black Friday, yeah. It's not going to be on sale on Black Friday, though. Because I think the Elite controller, comes out next month? Or is it come out the end of this month? Or next month? So it's not going to be on sale anytime soon. You know why I got the first Elite? The first Elite I got, where is it? I got the black Elite when it came with Halo 5 Guardians when I got mine. It was when they had a very shortage of Elite controllers, and then I think GameStop bundled it with Halo 5, and I ordered it. And I ended up selling Halo 5 because I didn't need it, because I already had the Halo 5 console. But here, we got the black one and the white one. These are some beautiful controllers, dude. Quality, I don't know, crazy. This Elite controller, they said, people were having trouble. They said it weren't durable. It didn't last them long. But I don't have, the pilling stuff or anything like that. It's a lovely controller. I did, I think Sekiro... When I was playing Sekiro, I did some damage to the bumper here. I scratched it, but Xbox makes awesome controllers, dude. They make awesome freaking controllers, the best controllers on the market. And a lot of people, try to hate on them, but they're comfortable. They feel good in the hand. It makes me want to game. It really makes me want to game when I So I still got the black one, and I obviously got the white one. And yo, Blitz, if you still here, Blitz, man, I apologize. Me and Blitz were supposed to do some Rise in a Row multiplayer. I still want to do that. I got 2 achievements I got to unlock. And the rest of the achievements, I just got to play a lot more than I want to on the multiplayer. But I got over I think 13 or 1400 gamers scoring Rise in the Room. But I streamed that recently, just to give you guys a heads up. Oh, Blitz. Yeah, so we still gotta do that. I still wanna Get those achievements. What's up, Levon Kaysen? Oh yeah, the black one since day one. Yeah, I got the black one I had got in like either November or December. I got it in November. It was a Black Friday deal that I got mine because it came with Halo 5 Guardians, and then I sold it. I sold Halo 5 Guardians because I needed to get the $60 back. Oh no! Don't tell me we having streaming issues. All right, I have a green at the bottom of my stream. Let me just refresh these right quick. That's why I don't like OBS, dude. Like, so when I'm doing like with I have these buffering issues every time. Like, this shit like frozen? It's my internet and overall? Like, what the hell is going on? Come on, dude. How's my shit like breaking? The whole browser is just fucked up right now. I don't even know if it's my streaming service. I think it's just